Welcome to Boss Up Babes, helping babes show up, boss up, and thrive. With #1 best-selling author, global influencer, and ultimate boss babe, Karissa Adkins. Karissa is a health and wellness expert and CEO of the 365 Daily Hustle, here to help mompreneurs and career-focused women boss up and reclaim their healthiest life. She is a pro at cutting through the BS and inspiring massive breakthroughs that help women create healthy routines and habits that facilitate personal and professional growth. Are you ready to reclaim your best life, take action, and be a badass boss babe? Let's get to it.
Oh goodness, queens, what up? How are you? I hope you are doing fabulous today. I want to welcome you to another badass episode of Boss Up Babes. I am your host, Karissa Adkins, and I'm so freaking excited to be able to have today's conversation. She is fierce, she is fearless, and she is a badass boss babe, in my opinion. Y'all, on today's show, we are going to learn the golden nuggets to assist you with unlocking your bliss in all aspects of your personal and your business life. You are going to discover the difference between having and actually freaking living in a dream business and a dream life. You will gain insightful understandings of why now, why freaking now is the time to rise up to support women all around the world. So you guys, I have a fantastic episode lined up all for you. So grab your favorite pen and paper. You know, this is like the best personal development show out there, where I'm straight up giving you strategies. I'm giving you those tips, those advice, those hacks that allow us to boss up in all areas of life. And I'm so freaking excited to have the Queen of Fabulous. So with that, I want to introduce her, the Queen of Feeling Fabulous. Rochelle Marie Larson has been glass ceiling breaking, right? Trend-setting, multi-successful business owner with over 25 years experience. Her intuitive gift is to see the blocks in having and living a dream life, a life of bliss. Has earned her the title of Dream Lifestyle Transformation Facilitator. If that ain't fucking boss babed enough, I am so excited when I read that. Rochelle, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Wow, that introduction makes me sound like I'm that chick.
You are.
I am that chick.
Yeah, you are. And you know what? My listeners know, right? They know Karissa doesn't bring on like half-ass mediocre women who are like, blah, blah, blah. I maybe have one tip for you. No, in fact, I could be doing hour-long shows with my queens, and you guys would have you would still be dishing out strategies all day long. So I'd like to get the party started. First off, welcome to the show. Welcome to this awesome, energy space. But I want to get the party started with the question of the day. And I literally just got this question asked of me on a coaching call that I was just on. I bossed up and I hired another freaking coach to help me in the rest of the next 12 months, really, because I have a big vision. I have a big impact that I want to leave. And so the question that he asked all of us that I'm not going to ask you, he said, finish the statement, right? I believe in a world where. So what would you like? How would you finish that? I believe in a world where.
I believe in a world where every person, man, woman, child, that wants to go to college and get their college education can do that for free. On top of that, I believe in a world where I have created a foundation to send 1 million girls around the world to college for free. That's the world I believe in. I believe in a world where women can do whatever they want to do and have total control over their body, their decisions, and what they want to do with their life.
Yeah.
Don't get me started now, girl.
Boom, mic drop. Yeah. So, I mean, those are amazing things, right? It's interesting. Everyone's going to have their different opinion. Everyone could literally state, whatever. And it's so beautiful to hear everyone's belief system for what they truly want out of this world. Mine was, I have like three. It said, I believe in a world where women can be healthy, wealthy change makers. Women truly can have it all, right? If they choose to have it all. I believe in a world where food can heal our bodies, right? Food and nature that gives us energy. Food can heal us, and food can kill us if we allow it. So again, you choose your battle, whichever direction you want to go. And I believe in a world where women can overcome their struggle and their lack of, and their like these terrible limiting beliefs that are holding them back, the I'm not enough syndromes, that I'm not worthy, I can't make money, all this bullshit. I believe in a world where women can break through that BS and really become unstoppable. And that is what I just put down on paper literally less than 20 minutes ago with my breakout team. So thank you so much for kind of playing around and being totally willing to like drop your I believe statement. So like I said, I like to start off with every Boss Up Babe interview with a little bit of your story, right? Like a 2-minute overview of how Rochelle, I'm sorry, how Rochelle became the dream lifestyle transformation facilitator. Like she didn't just get that title for nothing. So tell me a little bit about your story, Rochelle.
Okay, let me put my glasses on. So educated. So a little bit about my story. In 1989, I started the first woman-owned, minority-owned telecommunication installation company in the Western region of the United States. In 6 years, I took that business to a top 50 woman-owned business in Silicon Valley when I was playing in a male-dominated industry, and they told me, who do you think you are playing in our world? We're not going to help you succeed. And I said, really? Watch me. In addition to that, when I started that business, I was a registered nurse working in the emergency room trauma is my love. And so at night I did that and took care of patients in the most critical aspects that they could possibly be. And during the day, I worked my business until I finally made that move and jumped off. And so all these years later, 30 something plus years later, I'm still the majority shareholder of my corporation that is still thriving and is a top now 100 women-owned business in Silicon Valley. But in addition, I have my business, what I say is a lifestyle transformation business. And I focus on balancing the pillars of wellness, wisdom, and wealth so that you can not only have the life of your dreams, but you can actually live the life of your dreams without limitations and make all possibilities become reality.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Okay. So you made that sound like super easy. Like I just decided to leap from like this to that. Like we know that is not all like freaking unicorns and rainbows, ladies. So I'm curious, what are some of the hurdles that you've had to overcome to get to where you are right now?
So with regards to, because I have two different types of businesses, of course, the hurdle with my telecommunications business was really just being that girl in a world full of men that dominated the construction industry, subcontractor. And I did have that start that business with my husband. So it wasn't like I was the majority shareholder, but it wasn't like, it was easy. They definitely made it difficult, but now I'm a beloved person because I've been around forever. The other thing with my online business is it's really getting, the challenge for me with that business is getting people that I work with or that I meet to see the greatness in themselves. There's so many times that we limit ourselves based on things that are external of us, other people's opinions, what we thought, but it's all been programming since we were kids. You know what's funny is with regards to the programming, girl, is there was a commercial when I was growing up, and if you in my age range, you'll remember it. It was about beefaroni, beefaghetti, and the whole thing was beefaroni, beefaghetti, beefaroni, beefaghetti. They're both so good. I haven't heard that in 50 years, okay? And I knew the exact that was singing that song, and someone in my age range, I was walking my dog, someone in my age range was like, started singing it. And I'm like, I ain't heard that in 50 years. Why do I remember that? Because it's the programming that we receive when we're growing up that we don't even know about. So when you can tap in, excuse me, and start peeling away those layers of stuff that's not really yours, then you can get to the essence and really open up those blocks that have been preventing you from not only having but living your dream life as well.
Yeah. Oof. I love that. Okay. So you preach like dream life, go out and live. Like I say, epic life. I'm always like, I'm living my epic life. Clearly the same thing. But what's the importance? I want to like switch gears here. Why is it important, first off, for women to even know what the hell their dream life looks like? But what's the importance of identifying what a dream life means to you versus like maybe like a so just like living on the hamster wheel every day, auto bullshit? Tell me, give me some education on that.
I got you on that. So a dream life means different things to different people. Like, okay, we all have, so some people, their dream life is all around materialistic things. I want to have a Bentley. I want to have that, 21,000 square foot home. I want to have a house on the beach. I want to have a house in the mountains. I want to wear Gucci. I want to be dripping. I just want to be that chick. Okay.
Yeah.
That might be their dream life. For other people, it's simply being able to get up and take a walk outside without becoming short of breath.
Yeah.
It might be for other people to be able to provide a well-balanced meal for their children that they're raising on their own. It might be just being able to go visit their ailing parent and spend time with that parent and know that that parent recognizes them. Okay. Yes. It might be just having a job, and being able to do something that you love, but not having to be relying upon yourself to make that income come in. So having your dream life and living your dream life is a lot of different things to different people. Whoever you ask, they're going to tell you something different. But here's the thing with that. Some of that stuff, particularly the materialistic stuff, is not really what we really envision our dream life. When you start begin peeling away the layers, oftentimes those people will discover that what they thought was their dream life is completely opposite. And that is when you get to the core essence of who you were when you were 5 before you got to be 15. Okay.
Yeah.
That's when you get to the core essence of the queen that you really were at the age of 5. Think back when you were 5, girl. You had no problem saying what was on your mind, telling people how you felt, dressing how you, if you want to wear purple with green shoes, you had no problem doing that. It's when you got to be about 9 that all that other stuff and all that subliminal programming comes in and we forget our true essence. So when we're able to discover and get back to our true essence, that is when we can truly identify what our dream life is. And then we can begin to make the transformation to make it real.
Yeah. And you'll agree, right? More, you'll agree that like at every different time that dream life can change, you guys. I mean, gosh, in 2011, I was 213 pounds. I was depressed. I hated my life, hated my body. I was overseas, not around my family. Like my dream life was just to love the reflection in the mirror, right? Like to just wake up and have energy, to be able to run with my kids, to take a selfie and not like have to take 1,000 different selfies before I would like, screw it. None of them are like good, right? Where now my epic life looks totally different. I've melted the 100 pounds and then I'm like, and now what? There's like something better. There's something greater out there. I had to go through that journey of, of the struggle and the hurdle and the overwhelm. But yeah, like my dream life now, it is a mixture of, like things and properties and sexy ass dates and deep intimacy with my husband and, abundant amount of health, clients impacting the world. Like your epic, your dream life can look so differently every couple of years. So I'm sure you would say like, always look back at that, like that vision, right? For what you want.
Yes.
Upgrade it, boss it up.
For sure. And you said something else, Karissa. You said that your dream life changes. It does. It's your journey in life. If you're walking down the path and your journey was the same, how boring would that be? My dream life at 15 was completely different. My dream life at 22. And at 22 is different than it was 32 because each episode of our life, we have different things that become important to us. And so each episode presents us an opportunity to have different dream lives at those moments in time. But as you get more awakened and aware and understand truly what your dream life really means, then it becomes a game changer for sure. And then it's just enjoying the journey and not so in a hurry to get to the destination.
Yes, I know, because I'm like, I trust that everything, even like where I'm like a crappy day, I'm like, you know what? Clearly, this was not meant to be today. I'm okay with that. Instead of like hustling and forcing through and grinding through it and like making shit happen. Sometimes it's just really important to just sit and be in your process, ladies. Okay, so I want to kind of again switch gears. I'm always switching those hats around. Like, I feel like your dream life, as that evolves, as you evolve as a human being, as you start to unlock your freaking superpower, you know, within you, like you, all of a sudden this passion starts to emerge. I mean, I was not always passionate about helping women boss up, get healthy and wealthy, right? Like there was a point in time where I didn't even believe that that was like worthy and I was capable of that. But I somehow, you know, stepped away from all the fear and I stepped into what my heart wanted, my passion, my purpose in life. So I want to know, like, what are your thoughts on why is it so important for women to kind of dive in a little bit deeper into their soul, figure out what they're passionate about and step into that purpose so that they can ultimately have profit and live their most epic life?
So the importance of that is because if you don't do that, you're not really living your true essence. And sometimes the hardest thing for us to do, particularly like girls like us, is to really step back and look at all the shit that we have inside of us that we've been like shoveling down, not paying attention, dressing up to look pretty, because it's that shit that's inside of us that we need to expel out so that we can really step into being the essence of being our true queens. But girls, ladies, it ain't easy to do. It ain't easy to look at yourself and look at all that stuff, all that dust and grime that's collected within you that you just been pushing to the side. And that's what makes it so difficult, because it ain't easy. You don't want to look at yourself like that. You want to look at yourself like the boss chick you are, right? But you can't really be the boss chick you are until you get rid of the shit that's inside of you that's holding you back. And that's
Word. Mic drop. That's why it was so important this last year. Like, because I realized I'm like, okay, if I'm helping women get super healthy, right? We're dropping weight, we're becoming our most optimal, healthiest self, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Like I take a holistic approach, you guys. It's not just about the scale, it's not just about the weight on your body. But yeah, like it's not easy doing any of that. Okay. It's not easy. It was not easy for me to walk away from 6-figure corporate cushy ass job to be like, you know what? I think I'm going to like go jump and try myself out as this coach. Like it's not easy. But nothing ever is, right? Like I wouldn't want to take the easy road to losing 100 pounds. I wouldn't have. Right? The easy road was full of diets and BS that I would have been put into my body that wasn't super healthy, that would have made me ultimately feel like a crap hole, like low energy, right? Like, oh, I'm never going to do this. This is like, that's suffering. That's choosing to suffer. But, you know, I'm telling you, bossing up is critical. It's critical to you living that dream life. So let's go over like the difference, because earlier I mentioned we're going to talk about there's a big difference between like having and living your dream life and why you need both to actually live that epic, that dream life. So tell me a little bit about what's the difference between having and living, first off.
Having, again, I want to say goes to the materialistic type of things, right? You know, having the family, the car, the house, the, you know, nice clothes, whatever it is that you value materialistically. That's having. Being able to take a vacation or having a 6-figure, 7-figure, whatever kind of job you have, that's having. Living is being in the essence of your true divine self every day, and understanding that whatever happens in your day, whatever ebbs and flows into your life is supposed to happen. So you know that stuff, don't sweat the small stuff. You really shouldn't sweat the small stuff, because it's the small stuff that'll kill you, right? So living is being able to just ebb and flow and learning how to do that. Now, let me tell y'all, I am a type A personality chick. I'm the only girl in my whole entire family. So I grew up highly secretly competitive, wanted to be the best at everything because I had to keep up with boys. And what I realized was that little tenacious girl needs to fight for living in her essence and not letting the small stuff get to her where it sent me to 0 to 100, right? So it's being able to know things, understand where you're out of balance in your emotional intelligence system, your emotional guidance system, and being able to course correct without it affecting you, where you're carrying it throughout your day, throughout the week, throughout the month, that kind of stuff. Because after a while, that baggage adds up, and it's the baggage, the weight of the baggage that will kill you. So having is having things that you value, but living is being able to ebb and flow harmonistically with your body type, your dosha, so that you stay in balance no matter what. You can walk through fire and basically not get wet because you know how to handle all that heat around you without letting that heat become a part of you or absorbing it into your system and then throw you off.
Yeah. What's one of your favorite ways to like de-escalate that stress? Because it does. We're not perfect, right? Like we have those days where we're like, where you start sweating the small stuff. So what is like your favorite strategy to like bring you back down to like flow and ease and harmony?
Okay. Two things. I'm a gym rat. So I've been a gym rat for 30 plus years. I was a track and field athlete from 10 through college. And so that's my thing. If I'm like feeling out of it, I got to go to the gym. If I'm stuck thinking creatively, I'm going to the gym. Gym is like my orgasmic energy. Brings that orgasmic energy up. The other thing is having some wild, off the hook, feeling fabulous sex. That'll take you whatever you out of that. And you guys know I am not lying. You could be mad at the person and just have some, and you'll be feeling good afterward. You may still be mad at that person, but you'll be feeling good. You'll be feeling good being mad.
Yes. Yeah. It's like your body can't be like pissed off and super happy at once. It naturally wants to be.
Exactly. But those are the two things that are my go-tos. And of course, I meditate every day. I do journaling. I'm a holistic girl, so I do a few little things, but something that's real quick that'll just turn it around for me is just to go outside and sit in nature or take a walk. That is just quick, because if I'm going from a 0 to 75, I need to go outside and take a walk. Not saying I'm perfect, because I'm always a work in progress, and we all are, but I know how to ebb and flow back and keep me in my balanced state, because I'm living my best life, and that's all I'm saying.
I love it. So we connected. It's kind of crazy, right? Because we are both members in the 100 most powerful women's organization. So that's originally where we were. So we had the exact same coach and mentor, and like Jackie, right? Like, and Charlotte, there was lots of others, right? They're not our only coaches. We invest in ourselves. We invest in our business, and we know that queens freaking know that in order to live the dream life, we have to invest in ourselves. So we met there, which is all about supporting women on their journey. Then we kind of like fell into this like amazing side hustle business where we're making money, like reoccurring on the side. And so I remember that's how we connected. And you were on a Zoom call, on one of those coaching calls. And I was like, girl, I don't know you, but I need to know you because I love to surround myself with queens. And you are a badass queen. So really quick with like the last, and then like turns out you have like, like I'm going to be on a stage at one of your freaking events that you host. So I'm flying out to San Fran. Like, tell us really quickly, first off, I don't want to forget about it. Where can people like find you? If they're like, if I want to know more about Rochelle, where can they find you?
You can go to Blissful Living for You, and that's www.blissfulliving4u.com. That's my website. You can also go to my YouTube channel, just type in Rochelle Marie or Rochelle Marie Lawson, it'll come up. And you can go to this fabulous event that Karissa's gonna be speaking at in San Francisco, but there's a 5-city tour that's happening. It's called the Brave, Bold, and Unstoppable Woman Summit, Turning Passion into Purpose and Profit. And you can go www.unstoppable-women's summit.com to find out more information about that. Pick up your tickets so you can see her live, y'all.
Yeah.
And me too. And I'm just gonna bring it. This is just I'm trying to keep it, the minimum because I don't want to be off the hook. But yeah,
no, don't you ever downplay your awesomeness.
Girl, we gonna be off the hook. It's you gotta have to give them a little taste. So then when they come live, they'll be like, oh wow, I want some more.
Yes. This is gonna be like epic, right? This is kind of like San Fran epic. I'm bringing all the ladies to it. It's gonna be so phenomenal. A jam-packed day full of speakers, like freaking boost, like connect, right? So I want to go
party afterwards too.
Yes, yeah. I even took a later flight the next day because I knew we would be partying it up in our queenship for sure. So last question, last minute of the show. What's the importance of women supporting women?
Because if we don't support each other, we can't change the world to make it a better place. It's very, very important. Women, when they come together, have been instrumental in changing the world, not only for women, but for everybody. Think of the women's suffrage movement. African-American women couldn't even vote, but they supported that movement. And look at us today. We're strong. So we're more powerful, more unified. And without unity, we can't change the world to make it a better place for our future female generations to come behind us.
I love that. Rochelle Larson, thank you so much for being such a beautiful guest on the Boss Up Babes show. I can't wait to actually meet you in person in just a couple of months. Thank you. And for everyone listening, you guys, I am a high performance coach providing health, mindset, and life coaching mentorship to badass women. If you are tired of playing small and you're freaking meant for more, I want to encourage you to book that free 15-minute Get Fit Clarity call with me. I help women boss up, not just their bodies, but also their bank accounts, because when we feel unstoppable, we show up unstoppable. So with that, ladies, I hope you have a beautiful day. Stay thriving. And Rochelle, we'll see you soon.
Thank you for listening to Boss Up Babes with Karissa Adkins, bringing you tangible tips and expert coaching advice to help you boss up and get healthy. Tune in every Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific on transformationtalkradio.com for interviews with industry leaders and powerhouse boss babes that will empower you to take action and live your best life. If you're ready to boss up and work with Karissa in one of her transformative group coaching programs, visit 365dailyhustle.com.